Well, I feel like Anbernic is trolling the MiYoo Flip today. In fact, so much so that if you told me today was April 1st, I would think this was an April Fool's Day joke. But they have unveiled the Anbernic RG34XX-SP, our first XX device of 2025, and it looks almost exactly like the MiYoo Flip. It has those PSP style sticks at the bottom. The menu start and select buttons look the same. Even this SNES colorway is very similar. But I do have a couple of things in this quick video today that I want to point out to you. And as we get started, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. But let's dive into it. The first thing that I notice is that this is a 3:2 aspect ratio. So it looks like we're going to have the same screen as the RG34XX, which came out in December of last year. And that display is a 720 by 480 display, 3.4 inches in a 3:2 aspect ratio. And I believe that that is what you're seeing here. My question is this an H700 chip? And the two things that make me question that is, one, Wave Race here is running at a pretty solid, pretty fluid frame rate. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And sometimes the H700 has trouble with this. And the other one that makes me think this might not be the H700 is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories running on the PSP. Also looks like the frame rate's running pretty steady. And of course there's no action going on in that clip right there, but I do wonder if they've moved on from the H700. Is this our first device getting some kind of processor upgrade? This video does not reveal that. What we do know spec-wise is, again, that screen resolution. With GBA games, you have a 3 times pixel-to-pixel experience, meaning 3 times the resolution of the original GBA, perfectly displayed. It also supports ported games, 30 platforms. It has 5G Wi-Fi, Moonlight streaming, and it does have an HDMI port and Bluetooth 4.2, so you can connect multiple controllers, and they do show that here at the end, how you can play against one another or with each other, also on a TV, so you can consoleize this device, and that's really cool. And here's the 4 different colorways we're getting. I really like that GameCube inspired one there on the right. They all look decent. I actually don't hate any of the colors. Now, the MiYoo Flip and the RG35XX-SP were already very similar devices. Really, the MiYoo Flip just adds those joysticks at the bottom of the device. But the other difference is the hinge. And the way this hinge is, that the screen is attached all right in the center, right here. The SP has this kind of like half and half design. And it's clearly, by everyone who's tried both devices, the better hinge. It just holds up better. And when we look at the 34XX-SP, same hinge design. So hopefully this hinge is the same and we'll keep that from breaking. The only thing I don't really like is the bezel around this. Now I know it had to be as large as the bottom portion here in order to close and be a clamshell device, but I'm glad they at least tried to center it. I feel like it's not quite centered, but it's close. And a lot of people like 3:2 because it's kind of right in between 16:9 and 4:3. And so if you're going to have a device with joysticks that can play 16:9 games, that is nice. It's just going to fill the screen better with minimal stretching. But I guess overall my biggest question is this a new chipset? Are we seeing the first of a wave of new XX devices with an upgraded chipset? I hope so, but time will tell.